Nearly 100 of Britain's conservative lawmakers have voted against Prime Minister Boris Johnson's proposed coronavirus restrictions. Also, 17 other Tory parliamentarians abstained. And this revolt means further trouble for Johnson, who's under immense pressure due to a number of scandals. Earlier this month, the Labour Party accused the Premier of taking Britons for fools over a Christmas party held in Downing Street in breach of lockdown restrictions. British Prime Minister also faced a heavy backlash in May over the expensive refurbishment of his official residence. And now joining us from London for more on the story is Mr. Rodney Shakesepeare, Professor of Binary Economics. Hello, Professor Shakesepeare. Always a pleasure to check in with you. Boris Johnson, Professor, what's his status today from your perspective?
These 100 Conservative MPs are a bunch of cowards and hypocrites. They are prepared to have a little bite at the Prime Minister, but they're not prepared to pull him down. You see, they knew that the Labour Party would be supporting these measures. Plenty of people in the UK are fed up and depressed with the virus, and it may yet spoil Christmas. But these 100 Conservative MPs don't have any alternative to what the government is actually proposing. Now, the other thing is, it is also true in British politics that something trivial, relatively small, can be the start of something big. But at this moment, these 100 MPs are ignoring all the big issues. For example, we're going as the puppet or the poodle of the Americans to try and go have a war over Taiwan. Oh yes, we want the Russian-speaking Ukrainians to be wiped out. Yes, yes, yes. Let's have a war against Russia. Oh yes, yes. We broke the nuclear agreement with Iran. Let's carry on, do that. And let's kill a brave journalist who reveals the war crimes of the USA and the UK. I refer to Julian Assange. Now, these 100 Conservative MPs don't say a word about that. They snipe at the Prime Minister. They have no alternative. And at the big issues that really matter, they have no guts at all, and they all ought to resign, as well as the Prime Minister.
And Professor, why is it that they are not standing behind him? You very well know over a year ago around this time, we were looking at 1,200 to 1,700 daily deaths in the UK, and that's a lot for that population. You very well know. Boris Johnson, under his tenure, got that all the way down with a very aggressive vaccination campaign and restrictions, COVID restrictions on movement and whatnot, down to 15 to 25 a day. Then came Delta, and then came the lifting of restrictions, and now it's coming. Now we're seeing Omicron. It's creeping back up slowly. It was at 150 today. The man has done something right, regardless of initially how you want to view how he handled it. Him, his party, however you want to look at it, have done something right for Britons. Why turn their backs on him now, especially his own party?
Yeah, I do feel that when you get something like this, it is possibly a sign of something else. And the big thing, of course, the big elephant in the room, there are several elephants in the room. I've mentioned some of them on foreign policy. But the big one, of course, is the impending collapse of the UK economy. But if they get rid of Johnson, no one in the Conservative Party has actually proposed an alternative policy. And there may well be the present Chancellor could possibly take over, but it won't really change things. So I can see that there is restlessness. They are indicating fear of the underlying situation, which is very insecure. But they're a bunch of hypocrites. I mean, the Conservatives, they're absolutely terrible. I mean, the worst one, frankly, is Julian Assange. You know, the whole of journalism is now at threat because a journalist who reveals war crimes is going to be put in America where he will die. He will die. He's already had a heart attack, and the Americans will kill him in prison in any case. They've said they want to kill him. There you are, bunch of hypocrites and cowards.
Thank you, Professor. Oh, stay safe. Always a pleasure to check in with you from London. Rodney Shakesepeare, professor there of binary economics, joining us.